Supergirl Season 3, Episode 2, titled Triggers, and this one I felt was really weak, really. I felt that, last week's episode was a fantastic way to open the new season, but this, it just felt weak. And you expect, any storyline would be that storyline. No, just everything felt weak. I mean, I'm ready for Kara to move on with this morale thing. Yes, she feels responsible for it. Okay, I get it. She's feeling the grief. I get it. But personally, I wish last week was a good way to end it. End the Morel storyline. And if he comes back, him back in a fantastic, wonderful way. But right now, I want her to be Supergirl again. I want her to be Kara again. I don't want her to be emo Kara. Yeah, I'm using the Flash thing. I don't want her to be emo Kara. I don't want emo Supergirl where she's always depressed or sad all the time. I want her to be happy and joyful. Basically, I want Supergirl to smile. Is that too hard? I miss the days when Supergirl smiled. She's always sad all the time. And when at the end when she's crying and to Alex and saying she feels responsible for sending Moel into the ship, and she feels like he's dead now. It just became like she's a wet blanket. It just felt really okay, I'm ready to move on. And the villain for this, I didn't really have any sense of her limitations or her powers. Her powers is she's able to tap into people's fears, and also she's able to have air push powers. Like Supergirl's, one push and Supergirl flies into a building, and you're like, well, what's her limitation? What is that? I don't understand. Where are the rules? You're explaining a lot with the fear thing, but what about the air push thing? Would you like to explain that for me, please? And they don't really. And for her, she just stands there and just looks. And I'm like, that's not a threatening villain for me. Because with Kara's mind, with Supergirl's mind, it felt like they just pull things out of their ass, really. I mean, at the beginning, Kara's in fear, but what we see is there's just a light and blackness. So I'm like, okay, maybe she believes she's blind, maybe. Then it's and then the second time, it's Krypton. And we get a VR experience with Krypton, and I want to fucking see that. I want a VR experience of the expression of Krypton right now. I do want to see that. Anyway, the blue, it's and then she feels responsible of Miles' death, and I'm like, this feels like they're coming out of nowhere. They're just and this, we're gonna do this, and it just doesn't work. And then you have the storyline with the mother that we met last episode, where her daughter has to fight in school because her fellow classmates are calling her a liar for her mother having superpowers. And of course, understandably so, the daughter is going to find a way to be in a dangerous situation so the powers can be used by her mother. And that felt weird because it just felt really generic with the dialogue with the mother kind of plot. And, it's very melodramatic, really, for me. It's just a weak episode. It's just a weak episode that sadly tampers from the greatness of last week's episode.